Hello, Taurus darling. This is Mary Elizabeth with Sacred Love Tarot, and this is your October 2023 general reading. So I hope this reading finds you happy and well. And I also want to say I hope this reading finds you recovering. Recovering was a big word that I heard. It was like screamed at me. So if you have had or undergone any type of medical procedure, surgery, heartbreak, heartache, setbacks, whatever, this is going to be a time of recovery for you, Taurus. Make sure that you are taking care of your physical self, mental self, emotional self, spiritual self as well. Recovery or recovering is huge for the month of October for you. So let's see what energy your month of October has for you, Taurus. All right, so we have the card of Journey. We have the card of the Thinking Woman. And we have, so there's a little bit of undecisiveness here on which way to go during this journey that you're on of recovery, or this journey that you're on of ascension. It could be spiritual. It could be also physical. You wanting to go back to school. This is a journey of finding yourself. This is a journey of transition and transformation. This is a journey of nurturing and being patient and being receptive to all the wonderful, amazing, beautiful things that are coming in for you. But there's an indecisiveness there as well on what direction do I go, on how do I decide, right? And I kind of feel with transitions and transformations on spiritual journeys or physical ones or emotional journeys and things like that, I think it's just best to allow yourself to go with the flow. Don't try to dictate it. Don't try to plan it. Don't try to come up with any sort of specific outcome, just allowing yourself to roll with the tide. Because I think if we put ourselves out there for any specific outcome, or we try to plan it, if that plan or that specific outcome doesn't come to reality, then it's like we're setting ourselves up to fail. And we most definitely don't want to do that. This is also about learning and about studying, about journaling and writing. It's about reading and taking courses and classes, right? So this is a journey of not just bettering oneself, but bettering oneself through transition and transformation and through ascension. And I understand how it can be very difficult for you to make this journey, seeing how you're coming out of a recovery period or recovery time. But it's in that recovery time that you have the opportunity to start pulling back the layers of making sure that whatever it is you're recovering from fully, right? And not just on the surface. It's just not an on the surface recovery. It's a full recovery. It's getting down to the basics. It's getting down to what makes you, right? It's I said in a video earlier that I did for the daily videos, it's like stripping back the layers and getting down to the root of the seed that others may have planted. So yeah, this is a journey for you, and don't try to make it any more complicated than it needs to be, Taurus. Yeah, you're feeling a little bit left out, you're feeling a little bit alone, a little bit of abandoned. And I think sometimes on our journeys, we go through that feeling of abandonment and uncertainty, insecurities, because we're looking for that something specific or that someone specific who can help us during this time. And so we allow the light of spirit to be there for us to kind of guide us. And that's what I said. That's when I was talking about not having that specific outcome, right? Allowing the guidance of spirit to be there, allowing the guidance of spirit to illuminate what it is that you need to walk away from and what needs to be changed in your life. We have the Eight of Cups, and that is walking away from what is no longer emotionally beneficial in your life. You've given so much, you have nothing left to give. And others have taken so much, and they have given nothing in return. So you walk away, but you take only what you need, only what inspires you, only what creates a spark within you, and you leave the rest behind. Right? And it's a time of stability and balance. It's also a time of emotional relief and release. And it's sad. It's heartbreaking. This I know to be true. It's heartbreaking when you have to walk away from something that you've invested so much time and energy in. But the upside of that and the lessons learned here is that we now know that we should only allow ourselves to give so much, and we should only allow others to take so much. So this is a time of putting up boundaries and protecting yourself and not allowing other people to manipulate you or use you, and taking a completely different direction. And even though that may be a scary thing for some, taking a completely different direction, sometimes it's needed. Sometimes, and it's only taking what you need. We can see with the Eight of Cups and the Page of Wands, they're not taking a lot with them. They're only taking what they need. And because they know by taking anything else, it only brings us back around to what we had to walk away from, or what we had to leave in the first place to go on this new journey. So you're walking away and looking for something, walking away, dealing with the sadness that comes from walking away and walking into something new. So wow. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. All right, so we have the Ace of Cups. So as we walk away from this emotional situation or energies that no longer inspire us, or that are no longer conducive to our happiness and growth, we have a lot of decisions to make. And that's where you're going to be tied up. That's where you're going to be that tied up feeling, because when we're starting over, and that's what this is starting over and starting new, starting a new project, starting a new life, starting new opportunities and new adventures, it's where we get all tied up. It's like, well, what am I doing? Where am I going? How do I feel about this? And we want to make sure that we are in the headspace of starting something new and something fresh, because if we're still in the headspace of this sad energy from walking away, then we will most likely manifest the things that we've already been through. So we have to start the new journey before making the decisions on what direction we go in the new journey, and what that new journey looks like for us. Because if we try to go through a period of transition and transformation while we're in mourning, we are 9 times out of 10, we recreate the same scenario just with someone different. So Spirit is bringing you all sorts of wonderful ideas on what you can do to step into this new, fresh, wonderful Page of Wands energy. That Page of Wands is inspirational, it's creative, it's passionate, it's a unique energy. It's really feeling the excitingness and being very receptive for the new ideas that are coming in. We're not thinking about the past here, even though he is looking at the past, kind of making sure if what he's walking away from is what he needs to walk away from, and he makes the decision. It's a plain decision. It's you can see that whatever it was in the past is no longer conducive, and sometimes you have to leave that past behind in order to step into the new. And the Ace of Swords energy is new. The Ace of Cups, the Ace of Swords. So we have emotional stability and abundance. We have growth. We have peace and prosperity and love. And we have new ideas and new inspirations, and being able to speak our truth plainly, calmly, and specifically and precisely, and leaving the past behind. And in the middle, we have the Seven of Cups, and the Seven of Cups is all about deciding and choosing. What am I choosing? What am I deciding? What direction am I choosing to go? What do I need to start this new transformation in my life? And how do I create this foundation of new opportunities and new growth and new peace and new love and new excitement and experiences and new ideas, and not thinking about the past and not allowing the past to affect my present moment? And that is what the journey is all about. The journey is learning how to walk away and look for the help that you need in order to not let the past interfere or dictate or have some sort of, what's the word, Spirit? To have some sort of hold on your future path. And for some, that's pretty difficult to do. It's pretty difficult to do. So what Spirit is saying with the Two of Wands here is that through imagination and visualization and inspiration, you are able to create that path, that life, that light, that you seek. And Spirit is most definitely offering this to you, but there is this sense of complacency, there is this sense of fear, there's this sense of being all tied up, not knowing what direction to go or what to do, most likely feeling that you don't even know how to use your imagination or visualize what it is that you're trying to create in this new journey. And Spirit is here for you. Spirit is here for you. Spirit is here for you. And it's almost like there's this facade, or there's this mask that you seem to be wearing and not really allowing Spirit to come through, right? And it would be interesting if the Tower card came up next, because the Tower card is about breaking down all of those barriers, or the Moon. But it's not. It's the Eight of Swords. And the Eight of Swords, remember what I said, it's like wearing a mask. Like you don't want to, or your fear is more, in tune than your desire to see, than your desire to walk away, or your desire to visualize or manifest, or step into the growth and the happiness and the peace and the prosperity and abundance, or the new ideas, or the speaking your truth, or being grounded, or releasing the past. And the Two of Wands, as I said, it's all about visualization and manifestation, and Spirit is giving you the opportunity to do that, but you're still focused on the negative part of it, the feeling left out, the sadness from walking away, the inability to decide what is next, the fear of moving down a different path, the fear of accepting love and peace and happiness and abundance and connection to Spirit and Source, and the fear of all these wonderful, great ideas that Spirit is presenting to you, that you would much rather, and I'm saying this out of love, play the victim, and then you would step in your power to create a substantial outcome out of this opportunity that you've been given. Because a lot of us know that the journey of transformation or transition is difficult. The journey of ascension is a difficult one. And when you start off that journey, you're going to feel alone. You're going to feel left out, because you're the only one who's going to be on this journey. You're the only one that's going to know how it feels to go from where you are now to a place of sometimes emptiness or sometimes loss. And it's very difficult to come into a space to where you recognize that there are people in your life that are taking advantage of you, that are people in your life who don't want what's best for you, that there are people in your life who are using you. And it's very difficult to make the command decision to walk away from that, because it's heartbreaking to do so. And it's also as equally heartbreaking to cut the cords of these people or these situations out of your life, and to make that command decision. And sometimes it is better for us sometimes we feel, because it's not better, sometimes we feel it's better for us just to play the victim and not see the situation for what it is. And that way we don't have to go through the heartbreak and the heartache and the moving and the cutting cords and the making the command decisions but when we put ourselves in that type of headspace, we also don't see the love. We don't see the love that is for us. We don't see the connection to Spirit. We don't see the peace. We don't see the wonderful new ideas. We don't see that every single part of this change every single part of the decision to change is ours to make. We don't see that through visualization and manifestation and knowing that we have a whole world in front of us and so many opportunities before us. We don't allow ourselves to see any of that. So if we don't allow ourselves to see any of it, then no disappointment or heartbreak can come from it. And it's that kind of mentality that stops us from going on the journeys that are being presented to us by Spirit. So whatever it is that you decide in the month of October, Taurus, there is a new path being presented to you. And if you turned a blind eye to it and care not to make this transformation because you know it's going to be difficult, then you've already made the decision. You've already made the decision to stay in relationships or family dynamics that are not emotionally conducive to your happiness and growth. You've chosen already to stay into situations that keep you on the sidelines, or keep you quiet, or keep you feeling insecure or undecisive. You've already made the decision of being comfortable and complacent with where you are. You are passing up a great and wonderful opportunity here to reinvent yourself and your life. And all you have to do is be receptive to it, open to it, and make the changes that you need to make. So we have beauty, seeing the beauty in this journey, and having the courage to step away, having the courage to step away from what you need to step away from and step into the opportunity that you've been given. And this all starts at home. This all starts in your home. So I don't know if it's a family dynamic thing you're going through. I don't know if it's a relationship thing you're going through, but you are not being treated equally. You are being treated as someone, who is supposed to just be quiet and be subservient and do what I say. And this is it. This is, this is in your head. This is it. This is all there is, because this is all you've known. So you step into that courage and you start finding the beauty in yourself. And I guarantee you that things will start to change for you. But you have to be receptive to that change and to the energy of change. You have to be receptive in knowing that as a spiritual being, we are all connected. And growth comes from allowing yourself to see decisions. Change me, Divine Beloved, into one who can offer all decisions to you. May I trust during times of transition that the perfect action will be shown. Okay. Grant me patience to allow events to line up as they need. Guys, come on. We're talking about decision making here. And this card kind of shows itself. Decisions. Perfect actions are shown. One more card, please, Spirit. Sacred Self, I know I am love. Change me, Divine Beloved, into one who knows my truth, worth in every moment. My true worth in every moment. Let me experience that I am love. My own sacred self will always draw kindred spirits. Know that you are love. Know that you are beauty. Know that you are courageous. Know that you are divinely guided. Know that you are divinely connected. Start knowing all of these things, and this journey that you're going through, Taurus, in the month of October won't be as difficult as you feel it will be, or it is. Allow yourself to go with that flow. Find the beauty in yourself and everything else. And it all starts from home. It all starts from home. And home can mean within you, or home can mean your physical home. But it all starts there. Don't be blinded to whatever's going on. Don't stick your head in the mud or the dirt. Don't just assume that this is your life, because it's not. This isn't what Spirit wants for you. It's not what your ancestors want or God wants. So know that you're divinely guided and loved. Take care of you.